Donald Trump is now apparently turning not only on Fox News, but also on Newsmax. Donald Trump appeared on Newsmax last night, and he said the election is stolen, and Fox News no longer talks about it, and Newsmax no longer talks about it. He says, I guess, that they're afraid, and he even says to the Newsmax host, I bet you guys are going to cut what I'm saying right now. And the host says, no, we're not going to cut it. Check this out. Trump's furious with anyone who won't uncritically repeat his baseless and false claims. Check this out.
Look at the dishonesty of this committee.
Right.
They don't talk about any of the things that refute January 6th. They don't talk about the election numbers. They don't analyze the election. The people were there because the election was rigged and stolen. So what they should be doing is trying to convince people that it wasn't. You do that through analyzing the numbers. They don't want to do that. In fact, they don't even want to hear that. And Fox doesn't put it on. And by the way, you people don't put it on either. You're afraid of being sued or something. I don't know. Someday you'll have to explain that.
Yeah, well, at a certain point, you can only lie so much before you're potentially in legal jeopardy. That's true. It is. Everything Trump is saying isn't true.
In fact, they'll probably cut what I'm saying out now. I don't know.
No, of course not. This will be on Wake Up America tomorrow morning, sir. Absolutely not.
But get it done fast.
I will not allow that.
Get it done fast before Chris sees it, okay? But they might cut it out, and let's just see. I hope they put it on.
Yep.
But this was about a rigged and stolen election.
Now, that's not actually what the committee is about. Understand, it's when Trump says the committee won't investigate this other thing, it's sort of like saying this committee refuses to talk about the rash of thefts of catalytic converters from Priuses. Well, okay. That's not the focus of the committee. The thefts of catalytic converters also happens to be a real thing, whereas the theft of the election is imaginary, but it's not what the committee is there to do.
That millions and millions of people felt is true.
Right. And of course, facts don't care about your feelings, but Trump continues to repeat, people feel the election was stolen. People feel it was stolen, and Fox News no longer talks about it, and Newsmax no longer talks about it. They talked about it for months. And there's nothing there. Now, what Trump is really saying when he says this is, media outlets that are supposed to be friendly to me aren't doing enough heavy lifting on the lies that I am trying to perpetuate. That's the translation for what Trump is saying here. Interestingly, Trump was also asked during this interview about the allegations made by Cassidy Hutchinson that he lunged at a Secret Service agent and tried to commandeer the vehicle. Trump's explanation for why it's not true is sort of that he's too fat to do the thing he was accused of doing. Listen carefully here.
And they put her on, and they don't even confirm it with the Secret Service. The Secret Service people in the car said this didn't happen, but you don't even need that.
Now, remember, they have not testified under oath. There is a report through the grapevine that some Secret Service agent is willing to contradict some of what Cassidy Hutchinson said. None of it has actually happened yet. But OK, let's continue.
Who would do that? I would grab a Secret Service person by the throat.
I don't even know if it's possible. Certainly not in the Beast.
It's very hard.
Even in one of the SUVs.
Well, it's very hard for another reason. These guys lift 350 pounds.
Right. I saw you get out of the SUV.
So when Trump says these guys lift 350 pounds and I don't, what he's saying is he's out of shape. What he's saying is he's obese. What he's saying is it would be a stupid thing to do to try to do anything. But Trump does stupid things all the time. Narcissists overstate they overbelieve, they are falsely confident in all of their abilities, not only their intelligence, but maybe also their physical abilities. And by the way, notice that what was said there, the Beast versus SUVs. Initially, the claim was in the Beast, meaning the presidential limo, Trump is sitting so far from the driver that he couldn't do the thing Cassidy Hutchinson accused him of doing. But when you look at the video of that day, if I recall correctly, Trump is actually leaving in an SUV. It's a different vehicle completely. So when Laura Ingraham and others say, you can't do that in the limo, the video seems to show Trump in an SUV. All right, let's look at the last bit of this.
Tonight, it seemed like it was pretty smooth.
Yeah,
it's
fine. I mean, but, you know, these are people. These are great people. These are great people. They've devoted their lives to it. And I think they were very embarrassed by it because it makes them sound terrible.
Tony Ornato and Bobby Engel.
They're
well
great.
respected.
I know them very well.
Sterling.
They are
records.
sterling. And it was very nice that they came to my defense. I thought it was incredible, actually.
Now, remember, there are allegations that they would come to Trump's defense. They have not actually done it yet in any kind of significant way.
Because, you know, some whack job can say this stuff and get away with it. And other things, that I wanted guns at my rally. Okay, now I'm speaking. Why would I want guns? I don't want people standing with guns in my rally.
Oh, so guns are dangerous now. Wow. Okay. I mean, if he believes guns everywhere make everybody safer, why wouldn't he want the gun? It's all a verbal ink blot test. But Trump now upset with Fox that they won't do his carry water on his election lies. Upset that Newsmax won't, even though they kind of do, but just not to that degree. And Trump essentially saying, I'm not in shape enough to do the thing that I was accused of doing. Make of it what you will. We'll have these clips on our Instagram, which you can find at David Pakman Show. One of our longtime sponsors is Monk Pack, offering delicious sweet granola bars and nut and seed bars with only 1 gram of sugar or less, 2 to 3 net carbs, perfect if you do keto, and 150 calories or under. So you can enjoy a sweet, satisfying, crunchy snack without the guilt. Their granola bars come in flavors like peanut butter, coconut cocoa chip, honey nut, my favorite, blueberry almond vanilla. Monk Pack nut and seed bars come in flavors like sea salt dark chocolate, macadamia white chocolate, caramel sea salt, and pumpkin seed cinnamon. I've always found the flavor and texture of these bars awesome and unique. You've got to try it at least once. I think you'll be hooked. And if you don't love Monk Pack as much as I do, they'll refund all of your money or exchange the product. You'll also get 20% off your first order when you go to monkpack.com and enter the code PACMAN at checkout, or click the link in the description.